Welcome back to Morning After, everyone. 10:25 here on this Tuesday morning. And as Veterans Day approaches, perhaps you're inspired to serve if you're a young person watching or someone in your family has served and you're wondering, what does that look like for you, a career serving our country? We want to welcome in Major Michael Dorsey. He is with the recruiting station with the United States Marine Corps, and we want to thank the Marines for being a sponsor of Morning After, allowing you to share your message and your mission with us, Major Dorsey. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for hosting us here today, Ron.
We're happy to do it, and I know you are really on a mission to reach young people in a meaningful way, to let them know that they can, by engaging with the Marines, find themselves on a pathway to a better life in many cases.
That's correct. Our main mission out here as part of the recruiting station Dallas, I lead a team of about 100 Marines within the Dallas metro area, southeast Texas, southern Oklahoma, and out there towards Little Rock. And really what we're trying to do is to spread the message about the opportunities that are available in the Marine Corps.
What do you hear from most often from young people who you either encounter or who approach you and ask questions about what your life is like, what your career path has been like, or what the Marines can do really for their own lives? What do you hear most often?
Yeah, I think most often it's a misunderstanding of the opportunities that are actually available in the Marine Corps. I think too often that people don't have a clear understanding of all the different jobs and career fields that there are within the Marine Corps, ranging anywhere from being a aviation mechanic working on helicopters and airplanes, to being an electrician, to being in the IT or cyber network field. As a Marine Corps, what we do with our Marines and what we do for the nation requires our Marines to have all those skill sets and fulfill all those job requirements.
Yeah, and it is interesting because we talked about this, especially when Veterans Day approaches. We did a Veterans Voices special just this last Sunday, which, by the way, will re-air here on Thursday morning, which is Veterans Day, and that is the ability for someone who serves our country to take those skills, which are so valuable, and be able then, if they choose to, come back into civilian life and put that to work in a career path that is fulfilling and rewarding. Are we getting closer to being able to allow for that to happen? Are employers recognizing the value of the skills those young people learn when they leave service?
Great question, Ron. I definitely think so. I think that in the Marine Corps, we're known for three things, and that's we make Marines, we win our nation's battles, and then we return quality citizens. And I think really that piece of returning quality citizens, that comes with what the name brand recognition of being a Marine is. I think we're known for going above and beyond the call of duty. We have high standards, high demands, and we hold our Marines to those. And I think that with being a Marine, you know that you're going to get excellence every single time in both our professional and personal lives. And that's what the culture that we have as a Marine Corps, that all Marines who have worn this uniform before us, those that are wearing it now, and those that will wear it in the future, look to uphold our legacy.
Yeah, we have statistically been in times of peace more than we've been in times of war, and yet we know war is a very real possibility, that these folks could be called up to really serve their country with the tour of duty, and in that inherent is danger, right? It's inherently dangerous. As you're recruiting, how do you balance that to let them know there are great opportunities here and great rewards, and yet there are also great risks, to never forget that that's very much a part of what this is about as well?
Yes, Ron, that's a fair question. I think from a risk perspective, I think there's risk in everything that we do, but I think that one thing that Marine Corps we pride ourselves on is the training that's conducted. That way, when it is required for us to go into harm's way on behalf of our nation, in defense of our country, that our Marines are trained to that standard. There's no doubt that we'll accomplish the mission, execute it appropriately, uphold our honor, and ensure the mission accomplishment.
So the minimum age is 17, but that involves parental consent if someone wants to enlist at that age. 18 is the age at which somebody can make the decision on their own, correct?
Correct. So age 18, if you're 17, it's required to have parental consent for us to enlist you into the Marine Corps' delayed entry program. And what that program is really all about is ensuring that you're mentally, physically, morally, and emotionally ready to go through the rigors of Marine Corps Recruit Depot training to earn the title United States Marine.
Well, I
So
know
it's
you.
not-
I know you are present. You're present in the area in many ways, and you're approachable and accessible. You've told us that if young people watching see you at a high school game, come up to you, say hello, mention Morning After, and they get a free lanyard. I mean, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have plenty of lanyards, stickers, T-shirts. Please stop by and say hello to us.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Major Michael Dorsey. He's the commanding officer for the recruiting station in Dallas. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Ron. Happy birthday, Marines.
All right, and there you have it, folks. There's the information, marines.com/RS Dallas. All of that is there, and we want to thank the Marine Corps, the Marines for sponsoring this segment here this morning on Morning After. And